what's up? And I know it's early, but I just have to make this video. I got inspired by a guy called Top 10 Nerds. I don't know if you know him. And there might be a little surprise at the end. There might be a little surprise at the end. Sorry, I accidentally activated my Facebook during this. There might be a little surprise at the end about my hair. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know about the photo I took. So, let's get on with the video. So today, this video is going to be my top 10 TV characters who I love. Might not agree with all of you, but each day I'm going to do a character list of who I like from my books, my movies, and my TV shows. Each day will consist of 10 characters. If I'm watching something new, you'll hear my input on it. If I'm watching something that everyone else is watching, you'll hear my top 10 characters without input. So today's going to be TV shows, and the ones that we'll be talking about is Vampire Diaries, what happened in the last season. I am watching the originals, series finale, and Supernatural. Now, you all know my input on those three shows because I watch them like it's alcohol, basically. And I don't know if you can see it, we are 2 days away, counting today, from my birthday. See the O on the 17th? That's my birthday. So, we are 2 days away from my 21st. My grandparents are here, so I might not be doing a vlog, but I will be taking photos. Let's start out with my all-time favorite, Supernatural. And we are going to start with my favorite characters will be, of course, the brothers. But I also have some old characters that were in the show that I personally loved. I loved Sam and Dean because Dean was the sarcastic one. Sam was the book smart, computer smart, like me. I'm book smart, but I'm not that computer smart, but I'm good with books. He's more of the nerd, and I'm a little bit of both. I'm sarcasm, but I'm very sarcastic when it comes to my anger. Like, I can be very mean and sarcastic, but I can also be funny. So, yeah, the won't give an example. Can't find one in my head. My other favorite characters are from Supernatural are both of the girls who play Ruby. Jared Padalecki's his wife, who played the older Ruby, which came in, I believe, in season 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that is my favorite show as well. Ruby, the girl who plays Laura, aka Black Siren on Arrow. She was the original Ruby. You might not recognize her, so I would recommend watch the original season 2, I believe. She comes in, and the next Ruby comes in, who's Jared Padalecki's wife, comes in season 3. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If I am wrong, say it, but not in a mean way. Okay, so we are going to go on to originals. Well, I actually have 2 more favorites from Supernatural. I'm just a little nervous that my grandparents will walk through the front door, or my dogs are out for the run, so they'll be scratching that door any minute. So, this is going to be a little bit fast, but I'm also nervous on camera, so don't mind that. So, yeah, my favorite character also is Bobby. And it's a little unconventional character I have, the Impala. Now, the Impala they drive is a 67 Chevy Impala. They have a 2-door and then they have a 4-door. They change up the cars throughout the TV show. And then he switches to a Camaro. Now, how many of you think that's weird that Sam switches from driving the Impala to switching and driving the Camaro? In mid-season 3, I believe he does this. I'm not sure. Like I said, I usually have to watch it only in the daytime because nighttime things freak me out easily. So, anyway. So, the Impala, I've always dreamed of having. And if anyone knows how to find a 67 Chevy Impala, talk to me, please, because I really want to know who knows where you could buy one. It's always been my dream to have one. I like fast cars. I won't race with it because it's not allowed. Only on my street you would do here racing, but that's not the point. So anyway, I am also a fan of Castiel. Misha Collins, his name is, who plays him. Cass is sort of the one who technically is crazy Ed when he gets the Leviathans in his system. So, just so you want, these are not spoilers. If you watched from season 1 on, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, go on Netflix and watch it. And my dogs are back. So we're going to quickly do this. So, Castiel is my favorite. And then also Sam, Dean, and as well as Ruby, the both of them. Laura's character, and then you have Jared Padalecki's wife. So it's really cool how you have two different girls playing the same character. One of them, Ruby, the first Ruby was actually a hunter. She was possessed into a hunter's body, so she knew how to fight and everything and kill demons and everything, which I thought was pretty good. Awesome. Not gonna curse on here because we're not allowed to curse. Apparently you could get blocked for that. YouTube changed that up. So, on to originals. My favorite original characters are, of course, the Michaelsons. I mean, who wouldn't want to meet Klaus, Elijah, Cole, Finn, Esther, and Rebecca. It doesn't go in that order. I have some preferences here and there. My favorite witch out of the series, now it's Ivy, but before Ivy was on the show, as Ivy, the witch, who could see the future, I liked Davina. Now, if you watched last season, you know that Davina was killed in the season before that. In the season before that, Davina, in season 6, I believe, we're on season 6, correct me if I'm wrong, we're on season 7, I believe, but in the season before the darkness overtook Hope, there was Davina, and Davina tried to put Cole into a slumber. It didn't work because the ancestors might have hexed him to wake up, and the ancestors were pulling the dagger out of him, and he was hungry. Davina was the only thing for food in the room. The blood took over him, and she was dead. Per se, she might be dead. This season, we don't know. All we know is that Cole will come back in the new episode. That's coming out this Wednesday, I hope. Cross my fingers. I hope Davina's in it because I miss that girl so much. You don't know how bad I miss Danielle Campbell. She is my all-time lookalike. I like Davina's look. It's more before she became Regent, it was dressy jeans and everything like that. After Regent, or when she was Regent, it was scarves, long black dresses. Don't get me wrong, I do love a black dress once in a while, but some people black doesn't look good on. Danielle Campbell, don't get me wrong, you do look good in black, but not as Regent. When I thought of Regent, I thought leather, like leather jackets. That's it. Leather jackets. But then after she was done being Regent, after she was disowned by the Witch Coven, she started wearing leather, like light colored leather. Like I have a red leather jacket that I would wear if I did a look-alike of thingy. Okay, so on to Vampire Diaries. Vampire Diaries is very controversial sometimes, especially when it comes to the storyline. I didn't get to read the book, so I wouldn't know what they looked like in the book, but all I know is that I like Nina as Elena. Nina DeBride plays Elena, and I love that. And I just started, I'm on a season 2, I believe I'm on, because I watched the entire seasons till the final. And my sister and I watched the series finale, and I cried my eyes out. Literally, and in originals, Haley Marshall. She is also my favorite character. She represents girl power in so many ways. She stood up to the witches. She stood up to Klaus, which I thought she was going to get bit for, but she didn't. But she didn't get bit. And she stood up to almost everyone who stood in her way. She stood up to them. Now, when she had hope, she stood up like a mother. Strong, powerful, wanted to show her daughter that no one can detest you or make you feel weak. Now, sadly, if you didn't see the episode where poor little Haley got turned into a vampire only after she got her hybrid side taken out, which is the werewolf side. Werewolf side got taken out by a moonstone, hit here and at the palms. She got hit in both palms, I think both feet too. I don't know the whole line of how you decommission a wolf part in a hybrid. It was hard for me to understand a little bit. So if anyone wants to clarify how they did that, because actually the moonstone is actually a real stone. I have seen them before, and every time I touch them, I feel better. Because I'm a night owl, so I feel much better with it. So yeah. So when Haley found out she was pregnant, Klaus technically thought she was with someone else. I don't know. Haley learned to deal with the consequences. And I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so back to Vampire Diaries. So my favorite female roles are Bonnie, Caroline, Catherine Pierce, and Elena Gilbert. I already said Caroline, right. So those four are my favorite. But towards the original, in the seasons where we lead up to finding about her mother, that's when I started to love Isabel, who is Elena's mother. And it was really cool to find out that she turned into a vampire because she wanted to and didn't expect it. So, Isabel is kind of a badass. Catherine's more of a badass because Catherine ran her life the way she wanted to, and it wasn't an issue for her. So, when we see in the series finale, we find out that Caroline marries Stefan, which was a total bombshell. I loved that part. The wedding was so beautiful to have her kids in it. And let's just say little Miss Candace King was actually pregnant during that, so she might have actually had a kid on the show, which tends to happen a lot if you think about it. People who are pregnant usually use the whole 9 months. I know Jennifer Goodwin did that because I asked her. I'm also a fan of Once. And it was so sad to see it end, but it ended on a happy note, so I'm happy about that. But the truth is, I really wanted Stefan to survive and everything like that. I really wanted him to survive. And the part that I literally almost cried at was when Bonnie was trying to reawaken Elena from the sleep spell that she was under. So I almost broke down because she was saying the first lines in her diary, which are, I forget the exact words, but I'm just going to phrase them my own way. Dear diary, I woke up today. I feel good. I'm going to smile away the pain. Technically, she said that. If you watch episode 1, you'll hear the diary part. And when Elena's waking up, you'll also hear the diary entry that she wrote. You'll just hear the first part of it. Oh my god, I'm about to cry. But I literally cried when Haley died. Spoiler alert, if you didn't watch that episode, you're missing out. Because Haley technically sacrifices herself for hope and everything like that. And I literally cried my eyes out. And the latest episode, if you guys haven't seen it, I would watch it before you watch this. Because in the latest episode, sadly, our favorite vampire, who's gay, dies from getting injected with Marcel's venom. And you see his soul disappear from the room. You see a car coming up this driveway. And who do you guess is inside? Just take a wild guess. I'm going to give you a hint. It is his boyfriend who got killed by ripping his heart out. From his heart being ripped out. Any guesses? Anyone? I'll give you a hint. It starts with an A and ends with a 10. Take a guess. If you guess Aiden, you will be correct. Aiden shows up in this truck. Green truck that he drove when he was alive. Him and Josh kiss, and they go into the sunset together. Because it turns out the other side in the world that the Vampire Diaries created is still alive and well. So everyone is still in it. But we see it in the New Orleans version. So it's really cool to find that out. And sadly, Ivy doesn't drink blood, so she doesn't become a vampire, and she dies. And what Vincent does, which I love, he shows her the other side. And she's terrified of it, truth be told. I would be terrified too if I was a witch and I had to live on the other side where all my magic would be used by other witches who are still alive. I would be pretty upset too. I would be in a bunch of pain. Like if you saw the scene where they were going to the other side, you would actually hear screaming coming from it. Because the ancestors are slowly dying without their magic. They're slowly disappearing from the other side. So Vincent, this is really cool. Vincent gets the idea for them to start using earthbound magic. They used natural elements, just like the Bennett witches did. They used natural elements, earth, air, water, fire, and also they'll use crystals now. I think because they technically, I'm going to give you another spoiler, technically, this won't be the last we see of Hope. Which is going to be pretty surprising when I tell you they are making a spin-off of Vampire Diaries and Originals. They're going to combine them together, and it's going to be called Legacies. The main storyline will be about Josie, Lizzie, Z Saltzman, and Hope Michelson. It'll be about those three mainly. And I just found out our favorite hunter will be in it. Take a guess. It's a Gilbert. Any guesses? He is Elena's sister. I'll only give you that much. You guys have to figure the rest out on your own. Okay, so back to Vampire Diaries. I hate giving spoilers, but it just happens when I'm on line. And I'm about to show you what Nana brought me. Plates. She brought us plates. And it says stuff on the edge, and I don't think these are even. Let me see. Oh, God. Nothing. I'm just reading that, so. And so back to vampires. My favorite male characters are, of course, Jeremy Gilbert, Stefan and Damon Salvatore, Alaric Saltzman, who doesn't come in until season 2. Let's just say that. He's a hunter, technically, in season 2. And Matt Donovan. He is my favorite because he is the only human left, truth be told. He is the only human left in the area. Hold on, Casey! I have to end this really quick, but I'm going to quickly show you my hair. That's all. Yeah, because my dog's really kicking at the door. They're about to break the door. Are you ready? Okay. I'm gonna... Yep, I cut my hair. It's a little short. I can still put it up in a pony. But I'm thinking I do 2 braids. Like with my bangs in it because my bangs are getting pretty long. I do little chunks and I put them this way. And I curl the rest. Now the rest is pretty long. I don't know. Give me your opinion in the comments below. And we'll see what I do for my 21st birthday hair. So I'm going to practice it today. I'm going to practice different styles. I think I'm just going to put it up, truth be told. But leave a few pieces out so they'll be boing curls. And yeah, that's it. Bye, guys.